Okay, hi. Hi. Very good evening. From tomorrow, my training, I would say my training, my life training will be going to start from, hey, whoever is watching right now, just go on from here. It's not for you. Okay. So from tomorrow, my training is going to start, about to start. I can't really talk, and some people are there. Two people are watching. Just leave the stream, bro. Okay, in this video, I was going to talk about some of my experiences. Yes, yes. Now I'm comfortable. Experiences, and to be very honest, this video is only for because I was feeling a little nervous before joining date. Tomorrow, I had to reach at the office at 10 a.m. I was thinking about it. By the way, the reason that I'm joining to this job was to completely get rid, and this is not an excuse, but this is rather a skill needed to be developed. So I'm going to develop the skill of storytelling, talking, and confidently making up the things within my mind, which I do sometimes, but as it only occurs when I speak to myself, when I speak to the camera, and sometimes when I speak to the people. And to increase its frequency and to improve its quality, I'm completely open to it. I'm not denying the fact that I'm scared to that whether I'm able to make that kind of content, but I'm completely open to it. A skill of visualizing my stuff in a series range of order is not quite very well, but I'm trying with with my best. Uh, so yeah, the this video is only all about those which I'm gonna achieve in the tomorrow videos. My mind do not work in a sequence, but that is also a very good thing because sometimes a very great idea also pops up in my head. The problem is that I'm very weak to staying on a specific topic because I'm not very talkative. But I'm very good at reading the environment. But as the initial stage of when I started to talking in front of many peoples, at the initial stages, I had a fear of getting judged, and if my intention is not anyway to talk in those people, always get enjoyed off and enjoy the time with being my friends. But while analyzing your own thoughts, not analysis paralysis, but in a good way, the picking up theory that I have written, by analyzing your own thoughts and reading the environment and trying to justify their points by your own logic would be a great idea without getting scared or afraid of being judged. Although in the history there are a lot of many peoples who have been achieved that state that can easily get remember their jokes. I'm also good at remembering. I can remember a lot of things, but the main thing is that I'm so afraid of sharing things that at that main time I usually get little hesitant, and my attention towards that recalling power got dull. So that's why I have been chosen that I would go to that sales opportunities and try out my luck by be open by starting to be open with completely straightforward without manipulating any or praising or stating any kind of lie in front of people, even though lie about some of the facts that I know, I would state, I have been realized that most of the thing I forget to speak because the attention got get aparted, or the attention got shifted towards that, whether it would be working for the later part, or whether I would forget, if I would forget this, what would happen? And that completely not the part of the ADHD. It completely the part of my own fear, which if I deal, I'm more sure that I'm more than sure that it would be very successful and very great opportunity for me to see the further mountains behind that area. There's a huge, great personality development had been occurred to me from the first year of my college. Most of the development have been scared by that. If the development has been lost, it is the loophole that caused the fear, and fear caused the sadness, and sadness make the illusion that it can be loosen out. So what if I would lose? I should gather some courage. I should not get influenced. Yeah, this day, I do not know. I was feeling a little hesitant while how I had to greet my colleagues in the office. I was overthinking. Remember that the type of thing you think about, the kind of thoughts it getting start to pop up in your brain, and you have no other option to tell in front of those clients you have to deal with. And to get rid of that thing, it is very important to get into that zone until unless you have been convinced, you have convinced your subconscious mind that you already got comfortable with your speaking skills, and you do not have to think anymore before speaking those things in front of the people you're going to you're going to talk to. In my bringing up, there's a huge mistake have been done by my parents that they never encouraged my ideas. So I never take first step to create that ideas. And I am imagining myself right now to sitting on in front of the therapist, and I can't remember right now. So that is completely okay. So the big mistake was completely done by my parents, that they never encouraged me to come up with my own ideas and check with whether it works or not. They just simply said that just don't interfere in this, and let me let us work in this thing. These kind of small things make my image, or make my intention, make my personality, that I do not have to interfere in those topics, or I'm not worthy enough to interfere on those topics. Um, Interfere on those topics. So I never tried to make stories like that, and I'm being hesitant, more, more and more hesitant. I have the potential to learn. I had so much very rapid learning style. I still lack the courage to introduce my ideas, because my ideas get create on the spot without thinking much about the result. So it could be a great idea, it could be a bad idea, but most of the time, I just get scared and the ideas being dropped in between. So the thing I needed to do so that the thing will work for me in the that corporate world, or not that the corporate world is completely the field work, but I have to completely plan out the pitch, the plan out the delivery, the plan out the topic which I had to speak on. Then we can ignore the fact that I had to focus on them. Rather, I have to focus on my creativity, making or working on my development of my story or development of my ideas, skills to bridge the gap between that lack of confidence and the uh, abundance of creativity within inside me. I have been seeing that in between. I got stuck because I do not able to understand a lot of stuff. Even though I'm very much confident that I'm very much able to understand a lot of stuff while reading and while listening to them, listening to them. But many of the time, I get confused. I get doubt. I doubt myself whether I would be able to understand or whether I would be able to pull out something. So that kind of fear is slowly needed to be degraded with the time, and I know that they are expecting something different from me, expecting a different skill from me. So I'm looking to develop those skills because I think that I have something in myself. Not get offended. The thing I needed to be developed is not get offended or not take any insult very seriously, whether it is a thing being offered and the thing is being um, insulted or been told by me in the office. That is completely needed to be ignored. With the practice I also have to work on my sales skills while working on the listening skills. My listening skills is good. My speaking skills, my judging skills is also good. But sometimes the fear of getting judged or fear of getting wrong is sometimes steal my attention or lost my attention. That all things break the flow. And I'm damn sure that with time I would be able to master my skill, my self development skill of picking up the words theory from my subconscious mind, or I would be able to make up the whole story without any gap and be completely fine with that. Uh, it would surely take some time, take some courage. The courage is the most uh, mm, necessary or useful thing in all these stories. Because the only thing that kept me under the water is oh, under the water is the courage. And if there is any moment of the time, if I forget something, that is completely fine. The right thing is needed to be done. That you have to work on those topics continuously. I do not have to impress anybody, but rather I would be working on my own creativity, the own way of thinking in different direction, angle. So it would be create a different or a bigger structure, not not only within my mind, but also working for a very longer goal. The problem is that working on a specific field, I'm not very consistent working on a specific project. So I need to write it down, all these things, and document all this theory so I can work further on. And I had to also work on or look over some of the distraction which can lower my attention from those things. Either the major thing um, I have been seeing that making me to lose interest in those things. Either I think that I achieve that, I do not have to take risk on that specific thing, so I drop that idea, or I get feared that the thing which I have been achieved will be lose out in the future. So I fear to try further further achievement on those ideas. So as the fear is playing a very critical, complex role in this field, uh, and it will keep going to play its role in the upcoming videos. But for sure, everyone who had started in this kind of role had always get stuck in the initial stages, the negativity, a lack of consistent on the story formation, and form able to form the story. And that is only the hesitancy that I needed to destroy, or I needed to work on, because I have seen my that peak feature, or the peak moment, peak personality that I can develop, or I can start from any moment of the time by creating all of the ideas. I have seen that the ideas have been pops up in my brain in at a specific time in my brain, um, and the other moment of time I get feared that I would forget all of that, and these kind of ideas get stopped popping up in my head. So it's all nothing. It just depends on the mood. I had to make that mood very default mode. So even I am not in the mood, I can lie very precisely, or I can, even though I can't lie, I twist the fact very precisely. And at the initial moment of the time, I had to record all of my conversation with the people, so I can work on the content or on the mistakes that is very frequent in my cases. And this would work very maturely, or very I'm very confident about that. In front of people I get very energized and very confident, and there's a lot of thoughts just start to floats above the water, which is easily visible. Sometimes it gets very suffocating, but I really know that it's all anxiety. Everyone face that, and if I accept those anxiety, accept those defeated, I have already seen that the brain start to works even more perfectly. Because if you accept the defeat, you do not have the fear of any kind of defeat. The only thing you're left with is the good memory power, the good creativity skills, and no fear of getting forgetting things. And there's a very huge role of recalling power that I had that huge role of recalling power just playing, just working for me within my brain. The prefrontal cortex just booming apart and making a wonderful story, um, making the things very easy for me. I do not have to crack jokes every time. Either the jokes can be come up within my brain. The kind of humor I have been developed while watching reels from the past few days. I'm just achieving my the prime time. from my childhood, the confidence that I always want, the career options that I always want, and the growth rate that is possible in this job role. I'm getting all those up. So yeah, it is all set for me. I just have to need put all of my strength in that field. And in the future, in the upcoming future, I'm being planning for that, and I'm being very comfortable with my, not very comfortable, because there will always be different kind of headache problems that I have to face in my career. Yeah, that's all. Which I need to face, because I needed to work on those failures and how to deal with these kind of problems. I need to face all of that, and the media to solve all those um, problems. Have been go through the conversation skills which I have been developed, which is easily can be play within my head. I think that nobody means majority of the population, they do not even come near to my thinking skills. Not to be e- egoistic, but as a part of information that I have been developed, the English that I have been practiced, or the amount of struggle I have been gone through, because most of the people just decide to ignore all those struggles. But I would be get into more into that struggle, that it would be more and more easy in the future for me to get on to that. Apart from that, in the future, I'm looking for working on working in making up. Sorry, to play the box, or to continue my boxing not as a career but as a hobby. So I can release my frustration, release the things which I not able to done did not able to done it. I would be able to think all about those, and I lost that fear of creating the sentence within my brain and working on those sentence within my brain. I lost those fear. Other, I am very much aware of my thinking process, but it did not even. Yeah.
से वहाँ पेंट एक पड़ा है, तो इसको प्रेस कर दिया, ये उसके अंदर पड़ा है, एक क्या पेपर सब उसके अंदर धो के इसको प्रेस कर दिया।
यूनियन बैंक का कुछ
कब से पड़ा है पेंट का, कहाँ रख रहा है, क्या कर रहा है, कुछ चीज
अभी ठंडी का मौसम आ गया
है,
ठंडी का मौसम आ गया
तो नहीं चाहिए वो पेंट।
क्यों आपको पहनना है? ठंडी का मौसम आ गया अब तो।
अरे ये जो पेंट दिया अभी, ये पेंट मेरा थोड़ी है
ना, पहन लो, मतलब
अरे मेरे को थोड़ी होगा,
मेरे को बाहर पहनने के लिए तो अब शायद से ये सब पैंट पहनता नहीं, और घर में मेरे बहुत सारे पैंट है, तो आप इसको ले सकते हो।
नहीं वो मेरे को थोड़ी होगा, ये पेंट इतना बड़ा पेंट मेरे को थोड़ी है।
एक एक बार इसको पहन लो तो।
अरे नहीं होगा,
एक
ये
बार पहन
कमर को,
लो तो।
अरे कमर
कमर बेल्ट से हो जाएगा।
नहीं होगा, ये कितना लंबा है देखिए, ये ठंडी में घर में तो पहन सकता है।
हाँ, घर में
ये पेंट पहन के बेकार कर रहा है वो। ये क्या फेंका है, इसके अंदर क्या डाला है?
आपने इस वाले पैंट को ले लो मेरे।
नहीं अभी कुछ मत दे, मेरा भी
देखिए, इस वाले को मैं
बहुत,
नहीं पहनता, ये मेरे को बहुत टाइट होता है, नहीं हो पाता मुझे।
वो अभी
मेरे को
रखना,
अच्छा लगता है।
अभी रख अभी।
अरे आप पहनो और नहीं, आप एक बार पहनो इसको, इसके ऊपर पहनो, कैसा लग रहा है देखो।
अरे अभी ये अभी पैंट खोल के अभी रख, मैं पहन के दे
तो
दूंगा।
नीचे रख लो, नीचे रख लो।
क्योंकि ये सब कमर मेरे को होगा
प्रेस
नहीं।
अभी भी कर रहे हो क्या?
हैं?
प्रेस कर रहे हो अभी भी?
क्यों?
नहीं, इसको भी प्रेस करके वहीं पे रख देते नीचे। कमर थोड़ा सा ढीला हो जाएगा, लेकिन ये मेरे को बहुत टाइट पड़ता है, मैं इसको नहीं पहन पाता।
ये क्या इसमें दिया है?
वो साफ हो है वॉशिंग मशीन।
कब से साफ हो रहा है? नहीं हुआ
वो
अभी तक।
2-2.5 घंटे लगते हैं साफ में। साफ में चार डाल के ओपन कर देता हूँ।
पानी आ रहा है, हो रहा है पानी।
So I was there. I was talking about my boxing career. I was talking about my boxing career. I'm planning to continue my boxing as a career to release all of my frustration that I needed to release in front of all those peoples. I'm damn sure that most of the I'm now I'm damn sure that most of the thinking ability, or I would say that the thinking pattern is work exactly like mine. The difference is only that I think about myself because I do not have the habit which I developed not overnight, but after 1 to 1.5 years of practices, a lot of struggles, a lot of depressions, a lot of downfall. But now I think that I am reached that stage that I had set a limit behind that. I can't afford to go down beyond that, and there's no such no such. It doesn't make sense to go beyond that because most of the thing I have been uh, recover from. I know all of the answer of that, and the only answer I got is the courage and live for others. Do not focus on yourself more because at the initial stages I think morely about of myself that people would take advantage of me, and most of the time I refused to share things with them, and I used to thought that they would take advantage of me. um, I still think these kind of things about that, but I have to lose some of the hesitation because to work for others I have to feel that I'm oh, 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 very sorry. Yes, I was talking. I was. I forgot that I was streaming. I had shifted the page and I just forgot that I was streaming. So I had to contribute to others before sharing to them because if I think that it would be beneficial for them that I can bring some of the useful deal to those people, and after that I would be able to achieve those. I do not have to imitate any kind of laughs. That would be the later part because at the subconscious mind, or as the gut feeling says that here you have to fake your laugh even though you are not feeling it. You can practice those skills, develop those skills, and do not think much about it. But right now, I think that is my laugh may make me look weird or kind of fake. Those all kind of things that starts to go through my mind. So with time, as I have a very good voice, I would be able to develop very nice conversation skills in the future while thinking about others, not overthinking or getting stuck into analysis paralysis. I would like to say that many of the people in the past have been lost into this analysis paralysis, and they have been come out of this fear. Like me, I am come out of the fear of recording myself or thinking much about it, even though I sometimes feels that I think much about it, but that all just a matter of the courage. But the analysis paralysis, which have been discovered, or the people they have been faced that already, and they get out, got out from that those states. So I'm very much sure that this is very possible for a being to uh, be that kind of person who would be very open to the negatives. I can open to the negatives completely. That would never the options. And times of I have been fallen down in the past. I think that I can work on my problems in the more opening way. Well, I do not expect any kind of um, backlashes from my close ones, even though I do not listen to the advice given by my parents. I completely consider through my own filter. So I made my filter very strong. That the advice given to me, I clarify it by my own reasoning. So I would pick up the best option for the moment at that time. I do not have to think that they think in this way. Maybe I might be wrong. Yes, I think sometimes in that way that maybe I might be wrong. But for now, I have this filter. I have to work on this, and if the ideas does not work on me, I have also the filter to check on those ideas and make myself very clear and to alter the thinking process, the personality or the behavior according to it. Because I also made my filter in that kind of way that I non biasly think about myself. Sure, I'm sure that I'm not being pro on this topic because I procrastinate a lot. A lot means a lot. It's just like that. I'm waiting for my sales day. Well, that thing just make makes me annoy, makes me annoy that whether I would be able to achieve that or not. So yeah, it just a matter of the fact. The more kind of problems I would face, the more I would be able to handle it more properly. Just like in the subdurjan, I do not have to bother or care about it more. The thing I needed to, I'm not writing on the paper right now because I do not feel like it, or I'm visualizing at a very higher level. But for sure, as my career is going to be in that, be that field, I would be um, more open to these kind of stuffs on the upcoming days. Uh, and I think that in the upcoming 1 week, it would be completely decided by me that how I'm going to work, and that is the complete choice to not make the uh, useless stuff over your mind. And with time, with the thinking skills and also the speaking skills, my thinking ability, like right now, I have thinking ability. It will gonna get sharpened over the few days, and I would be very comfortable about that. I would be able to use the skills learning from others, would completely submissive, completely accept to the defeat, completely to the straight at the point that it would not make me very cringe, and it's okay to be cringe, not make me clueless that what is going around me. If I am very clueless, just ask my senior ups, and I have that kind of humor, that kind of reasoning, that kind of thinking ability that I would be able to completely judge on my biasness. That what I needed to be, what I need to ask to my higher ups, and which kind of language I have to use in front of them. Do not have to care much about that I will offend them or not. Uh, However, it's all sales based, so I do not have to afraid of being disappointed or to make anyone disappointed, because you are doing from your own side to contribute to others. Right? Nice. That was my whole agenda. I had done some of my academics mapping. Very glad that after so long time, at least I have written some of the stuff on this paper. From the day first, I would be writing on those papers. I would be able to work on more of my projects. I'm planning to buy a drawing board in front of me, because I think that I need more of my planning boards to write on. I also had to make this room a little creative. From my experience, I'm expecting in the upcoming future to make this wall little more extended, then use the wallpaper, the steel or metal wallpaper. I don't know the exact word, but those wallpaper here make the what we say, make the cupboard in which जिसमें हम सामान डालते हैं, make those things and organize my all of the stuffs, all of my books in those, to bring that table from that. I'm very sorry for that. To make to bring that table to my top floor, this floor, uh, to completely seal off this windows, and by a air purifier. And this is the later part. So sorry, but I'm just planning. Uh, by that air purifier, mm, it would be all would be done after 6 to 7 months of my training. I would be going to join boxing. Then I just want to customize this area by some, not whiteboard. I'm not interested in whiteboard anymore. That's paperback is make more sense to me. Well, I think that that is the memorandum or a symbol of my own struggle can be record on those papers. After that, you have many more stuffs to go on the further part of our life. I'm expecting many more, but this makes completely sense to me. At the later point of my life, I'm thinking to extend this whole flow and to establish some of the punching bag, buy some punching gloves, kicking stand, and work out, work out on those, work out on those skills. With time, do not have to just make up my own creativity, just work on my own creativity. For the current being, I think I am completely okay. And whenever I feel like that I'm not in the mood of making up some things or working on something, I just have to quit it for some moment of time. Just relax there, do not think about anything else. Enjoy the sun, enjoy the weather, and if the weather is not good, enjoy the cold. I enjoy a hot drink, just like a coffee, because we are going to run here and there. Okay, do not have to worry much about the things not had been done. Have to plan out all those things which I needed to be talk about. Need to write down all of the things, and the skills will be sharpened automatically. Which I have to be very courageous. I have to remember all those struggles. Do not have to remember all the time. Just whenever I got depressed, I will have to remember all those struggles. As with time, those will be gonna uh, comfortable. As I am being comfortable with my acne, comfortable with my hair, which is now not any distractible anymore. I just don't care about that. But I still somewhere care about that what people will talk about myself. Talk about myself. Yes, talk about myself. Talk about me. Yes, I still care. A little bit. Little bit. Because the amount of times I have been gone out with my friends that lower that fear, lower that case. If I have been plasticized so much about these things, I'm damn sure I can be more enjoyable state in the future. In the future, as I feel I would react amount of time, and even if I'm not able to make sales, I am damn sure that I would be able to achieve the MBA career. MBA career. Not every salesman is very strong enough to fight all those peoples. A lot of headache I have to take on that all headache. Um, um, mhm, um, Storing up in my diary. Ah, I actually uh, I actually learned, not, I actually got, no, not that. I'm forgetting the word. I'm actually uh, completely know how to write a diary, how to not organize my thinking at this rate, but I now know that how to write diary, how to put up different things with not the intention solving out the things. Critical thinking will work or improve with time, and as you write down all the things, you are being recalled most of the things, and at any moment of time, the things will replay. Like I said, will replay within your brain, and at any moment of time, you can the answer, the solutions can be strict within your brain. So I would be completely depending on those stuffs on my paper, as But I've seen that I hold much more potential. Even though dancing my skills, even though dancing my skills, let's see my dancing skills, dancing skills, dancing, dancing skills, dancing skills, dancing skills, dancing skills, dancing, dancing skills. Whoa. I used to learn when I was in childhood. Like this. Whoa. This is the wave. This is the small wave. And this is the microwave. And Francie. I can do all those things. I hope somebody is not watching me. I have mastered all those skills. At time, I'll be able to organize my thoughts, and I will try. Not try, but I will. I have to. I have to guide my not attention, guide my intent. I have to guide my intent to be more disciplined, to be more in the specific direction, because I have been seeing that I'm ignoring a lot of. I'm forgetting something, by the way. Where is my? Okay, I have this. Okay, that's fine. I am observing that um not taking most of the things very seriously. I forget asking many of the questions to my head. I'm expecting myself to get completely uh, get rid all of those things. I think that I need a lot of spanking, not spanking, but a lot of punishments from my company sides, and that all will alter my empty space in my brain to think, to force to think about that criteria, or to force to think about that specific topic throughout the whole day. That would make me a little more nervous about my studies, also academics. So it would be a little difficult for me. That's all I had to say. That is for today. I have to study. I will study for a little more. Okay, then I would be able to sleep peacefully. Any other thing which I needed to? Wait a second. Yeah, turn it off. Any other thing which I needed to do tomorrow? My dress is ready. Uh, my dress is ready. I have to take a diary, not one diary. I have to take two diaries with me: water bottle, lunch, my pouch, notepad. That's okay. Uh, and my courage. Okay, okay. That is done completely. Mhm. Yes, note. Note every small details within in your notepad or diary, whatever you carry. And tomorrow the first day, so don't strain it anymore. And not on the first day. Throughout the whole career, do not strain yourself. Use your critical thinking to understand all of those things that you need to understand. Okay, and the courage will appear by on its own. Okay, so this stream ends here. Let me check the washing machine. Then yes, this kind of thinking is starting to make sense and starting to frame within my brain without getting conscious, very much conscious about it. So first, I have to check the washing machine. If it is completed, I have to fill the washing machine with surfactant. Then I have to study a little more about my academics. And I have to bring those diaries. Okay, so thank you for having me. Bye bye. Meet you soon. 1, 2, 3, bye.